Are you tired of not performing well in the field because of mental errors, because of hesitations, because of simply overthinking? What if you could flip a switch and access a level of focus so intense, so cold-blooded that you execute flawlessly every single time? Now, the fact that you clicked on this video shows me that you are serious about football. You want to be the guy everyone looks to when the game is on the line, the one who never flinches, the guy with ice in his veins. But how do you actually become that player? Is it practice? Is it mindset? Or is it a deeper secret? I'll tell you this, it's not what you have been told. It's not you have to go harder in the off season, that you didn't work out hard enough. Because what if you did show up every day of the week for your summer workouts, for your team practices? What if you did show up and you're still making those errors and you're still not performing how you wanted to perform? I'm here to tell you, it's more than how you train and how you practice every day. It's actually more about your perspective on your reality. It's not your reality itself that you are performing bad and not performing up to your standards, but it's your perspective about your reality. And once you change your perspective, you change your life. Okay, so remember that change your perspective equals change your life. And so in this video, I'm gonna be telling you about some mindset shifts that you can do to change your perspective on getting better at football, at playing football, so you can stop making all those mental errors, stop making all these mistakes, stop worrying too much about when bad things happen. This video is going to teach you different mindset shifts that you need to make so you can start playing up to your standards, so you can really unlock your true potential and see how good you can be in this sport of football and how far you can go, so you can go to college or maybe even go to the league. These are mindset shifts that people in the league live by, that people that made it, that were 5 stars that made it Division I and that are performing in college live by. These are the mindset shifts that the real dogs and the real cold-blooded players live by. After this video, you're gonna have all this knowledge and you can start living your life as the cold-blooded football player you are, because you are cold-blooded. You just gotta tap into it, and I'm helping you do that right now, okay? So talking point number 1, mindset shift number 1 is adversity is beautiful and comfort is ugly. I don't know which philosophy this comes from, Taoism, Stoicism, or whatever, but they say that adversity is beautiful and comfort is ugly. And so what I mean by adversity is beautiful is that whenever you go through something hard, like say a girl broke your heart, or maybe you faced a bad injury in the past and you come out of that injury, you come out of that heartbreak and you're way stronger, your skin is way thicker. You've learned so much. Like, you got injured and you learn how to strength train the right way. You learn how to properly run, and you got taught the proper movement mechanics, and you got taught how to listen to your body, okay? Before that adversity, you didn't know how to do that. And so whenever that adversity hit, you were mad that it happened. But why not be happy that it happened? Because, or at least be happy going into any adversity that's coming to you, like from this point on, because you know that you have a mindset that's gonna learn, that's gonna grow from it. So be happy that when adversity hits, because that's the chance to really get better, okay? Winning is cool. Being comfortable is cool. If you're winning and being comfortable, that's good that you're winning and being comfortable. But if you face no adversity, adversity is the best teacher, okay? And that's another talking point in this video that I'm gonna talk to you about. But learning from adversity and going into adversity with the mindset is like, okay, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna be better from this. And when you go into it like that, with that mindset, you won't fail. You will always learn something. And you always progress into getting closer to that better version of yourself. By going into adversity, say you just got hurt, okay, I'm gonna learn from it. What did I do wrong that got me hurt? What was it specifically that got me hurt? Did I do one thing wrong? Did I do multiple things wrong? Okay, what can I do to fix it? What can I do today to go about my life and to get stronger so I can recover from this injury? Or if a girl broke your heart, you realize what you did and something that made her mad. And so now you know, now the next relationship you get into, that you know not to do that thing that you did, and things like that. So whatever adversity hits, bro, look at it as a good thing, because you're gonna come out of that adversity a better man, a stronger man, a man with a better backbone, with thicker skin. That's how you're gonna come out of that adversity. So, and what I mean by comfort is ugly, that's like if you're being comfortable too much, you're not pushing yourself too much. Say you're the best player on the team, and so you go to practice, but you kind of go through the motions because you know you're gonna get the ball on game day. You don't really care about getting better. You're just playing and cruising around practice, cruising around life. You're comfortable right now, you're doing good right now, but years to come, the people that are facing adversity, that are putting themselves through adversity and going hard every rep, they're gonna pass you up like it's nothing. So shift your mindset from adversity sucks to hard times sucks to adversity is beautiful, because that is what makes a successful person successful. They say that pressure builds diamonds. These two sayings are really say the same thing. Pressure builds diamonds. You want to be a diamond. You don't want to be grass. There's no pressure in grass, okay? So moving on. Experience and pain are better teachers than books, okay? And I just kind of touched on that earlier, but experience and pain, you actually doing your sport will teach you way better than you watching videos on your sport. And there's a time and place for film. There's a time and place to watch film and to study film. But if you're doing that way more than you're actually playing football and competing, say you're a receiver and you're watching way more film on one-on-ones, but you're scared to go do one-on-ones versus somebody because you don't want to get locked up, you don't want to get jammed, whatever it is, you're not going to reach your true potential by just watching film and being scared to go play one-on-one. How are you going to be scared to go get jammed if you want to be the best player but you're scared to go compete? So I'd rather you compete more and watch film less than watch film more and compete less. There's kids that play soccer in like South America and countries where they don't have the internet as much as we do here, and they play soccer and they play on their bare feet, and they play in the streets, and those kids will be better at soccer doing that than just watching videos on how to get better at soccer. And so I know it's kind of a contradiction that I'm making videos and I'm telling you to not watch videos, but I'm doing this so anytime you do log on YouTube, you see this and then you can instantly apply it. I don't want you to binge my videos and then do nothing. I want you to watch a video, go apply what you learned, okay? And so take that into account. Experience and pain are better teachers than books. Better teachers than teachers sometimes, okay? Learn from your mistakes. And this is just adding on to what I said earlier about adversity is beautiful. Talking point number 3, mindset shift number 3 that you need to do to be more cold-blooded, to be the cold-blooded football player, is to do hard things a lot. I know you've seen the message behind 10,000 hours. If you want to get good at something, you got to put 10,000 hours into it, which is true. But if those 10,000 hours are you just like going through the motions, not really caring, not being intentional, then you're not going to master it. So whenever you put those 10,000 hours in, make sure it's intentional and it's deliberate. If you're practicing your releases as a receiver, make sure like you're recording yourself and watching it and seeing, okay, did I put as much power into this step as I did or as I should have? Like analyzing almost everything you can possibly do and then going and doing it. That's what you need to do with your hard things, and it's doing it a lot. Being more cold-blooded, you're used to doing hard things, because after you do hard things a lot, you slowly separate yourself from the rest of your teammates, from the teammates or your opponents that don't care as much. And there's a story about Darnell Mooney. He's on the Falcons. This is a story about when he used to play on the Bears, and maybe you've heard this on the internet. But he had a whole game that he played at 12 first games of the day of the NFL on Sunday. I don't know how many years ago this was, but so he played that full game and he hit up the backup quarterback, Tyson Bagent. He's the one that told the story. And like a couple hours after the game, after they got home, he went and he ran like 150 routes, just full speed, catching everything. Like, he's doing hard things a lot. And that's why he was able to go. This past year was his first year in Atlanta, and he had a good year. And he got paid a good contract. He earned that because he played a whole game and then went after and ran routes as a QB the same day. So he's willing to do hard things a lot because he knows that it's gonna pay off, and that's how he got that contract to Atlanta, okay? You need to be able to do the same thing over and over and over. So he just ran routes in a game, and he's just gonna run 100 more routes in practice with the backup quarterback at the facility. So you need to be able to, if you're a linebacker, you need to be able to do lateral movements a lot. You need to be doing that a lot, okay? You're a quarterback, you need to be throwing it a lot. It gets boring, but whenever it gets boring, that's how you know you're doing something right. Whenever the thing that you find fun, that you found fun, the reason why you're playing football is because it's fun. Whenever you find it getting boring, you're getting better, okay? And so my advice, whenever it gets boring or something, take time off of it, because when you come back, you're gonna be a lot better, okay? So, but yeah, you wanna be able to do something that's fun, but do it so much that it becomes boring, and you will build so much skill by doing it until it becomes boring. And so you want to be cold-blooded, you want to have that Mamba mentality, you want to be the best football player you can be, the best football player on any field you touch. You got to be cold-blooded, and it starts with what you do off the field. So you got to be able to go through hard things a lot, do hard things a lot, okay? So other things like this could be, instead of taking warm showers where you're comfortable, take cold showers. Adversity is beautiful, comfort is ugly, okay? Take cold showers, wake up an hour earlier than everybody else. You wake up at 7 a.m. to get ready for school, wake up at 6 a.m. and do some football work to get better before you go to school, before you get ready to school. It's little things like that that slowly add up over time, okay? You won't see progress in a month doing that, but imagine if you did it for 5 years consistently. Imagine how good you would be. I have a playlist in my phone of me recording my videos of my workouts at my routes since my senior year of high school, okay? And I have over 1,000 videos of me running my routes and stuff, and I'm able to do that over a long period of time. So you need to be able to do hard things over a long period of time if you want to really be cold-blooded. And maybe you already have this in you. You might have hard things happening to you, like maybe you don't have as much money, maybe like your car broke down, or like family problems, I don't know. Like things like that, just regular adversity will make you more of a Mamba, have a Mamba mentality, have that mindset, that killer mindset anytime you're on the field, okay? If you don't have bad things happening to you, you need to microdose it. You need to put yourself through adversity to make yourself tougher, okay? Because if you're just doing what your environment makes you do and not challenging yourself, you're not gonna be as good as you wanna be. The fourth mindset shift, and this might be my favorite one in the video, it comes from Ido Portal, and I don't expect you to know that name, but he says, there is no big moment, there is only one moment, here and now. We always think about the past, the present, the future, but we never live in the past or the future. We only live in the here and now. And so whenever you're going into that big game and you're worried about the person that you're playing against, but you're just sitting in the locker room and you haven't even gone on the field yet to warm up, like that's wasting energy. You're wasting your energy thinking about that. So whenever you're in that locker room, bro, yeah, visualize like what's about to happen, but you don't need to be worrying too much, okay? Focus on what's right in front of you. Deion Sanders says, be where your feet are, okay? There is no big moment. Like if whatever you perceive as the big moment, it passes. Like it passes just like every other moment. So you got conditioning one day, you got a workout one day for your team, bro, that moment is gonna pass just like every single other moment has passed in your life. So might as well just focus on what we're doing right now so we can be the most efficient, the most productive thing we could do right now. We're in classroom, but we know we have team practice and we're tired, we don't feel like going to practice. Bro, just do your schoolwork and don't even think about that. Finish your schoolwork, your assignment. Don't even think about what's happening in 30 minutes from now when the bell rings, okay? And then when you are in practice, when you are getting ready to go to practice, man, focus on putting the pads, like focus on little things you're doing in this moment. And then it's time when somebody's lined up in front of you, beat that dude in front of you, execute your assignment. Focus on this moment. And there's times to visualize. There's times to visualize and to really think how you want things to go and to sit in silence. But this is for those overthinkers, for those people who doubt themselves, is to just be in the moment, because you will never get this moment back. Once this moment is gone, it's gone forever. And it's gonna keep getting farther and farther, okay? So enjoy this moment, because right now you are the youngest you will ever be, okay? You are the youngest you will ever be right now. So shift your mind into only focusing on this moment, and that'll really clear your mind. It'll really free yourself, and you'll really have a more peaceful, controlled mind when you can just focus on what you're doing here now. The fifth thing, and this is really important. This is really important if you want to be cold-blooded, is to look at the people that already are cold-blooded. Look how successful they are. And I want you to look at this. Whoever you look up to, like maybe it's your favorite NFL player, maybe it's somebody that you look up to. I want you to analyze, how do they talk about themselves? What do they say? I am tired. Oh, this sucks. Oh, I'm slow. I'm trash at football. Do they say that? Like, ask yourself if they say that. Ask yourself if you think that's what they tell themselves in their mind. Okay? And then after you see how they talk about themselves, I want you to see how you talk about yourself and see how different it is. If you see the dude that he's confident, and you know he looks confident, and he looks like he tells himself that, man, I'm the fastest on the field, man, I'm the strongest, I'm all that, I'm the best on the field. And then you're over here thinking like, overthinking about something that doesn't even matter, like somebody's in the stands, so you don't want to look stupid. Bro, I need you to switch from thinking that and then just jump over and start thinking like the dude that you inspire to be, or the dude that you look up to. How does he think about themselves? And then get rid of those thoughts that you used to say about yourself and start saying the positive things that you hear. Okay, be more optimistic. You think you're slow, you call yourself slow, bro, just start calling yourself fast. I guarantee you will trick your mind into thinking you're fast, and you will get faster. Okay, have the optimistic look on life, because when you're full of envy, when you're full of cynical, when you have a negative mindset, it really drains you. It drains your energy. You won't have energy to do anything. Instead of having that negative mindset, I want you to practice gratitude for whatever you have. Be grateful that you have it, and be grateful that you have the ability to play football, that you have the ability to live where you're living right now. And if you live life through a more graceful attitude, your life will be way better. I guarantee you, your life will be way better. Just be more grateful with your things, and be more externally focused. Don't focus too much on your thoughts, and be more focused on the task. Okay, so look at the people that you look up to, look at how they talk about themselves, and then start talking to yourself like that, okay? And the last thing I want to talk about in this video is I want you to take time away from your sport. And I know it's contradicting because it's talking about being cold-blooded, talk about doing hard things a lot, but I was talking about how do it so much that it can be boring. And this is what I mean by that. Once you do it so much that it's boring, I need you to take time away from the sport. I need you to find other interests. Maybe you like video games, maybe you like fishing, like reading books. Whatever it is, I need you to have time where you're not focused on football. Have time where football is not the #1 priority, so you don't burn out, okay? So when it gets boring, that you take time away, and then whenever you get back into it, it's just exciting as you just started playing, like whenever you started playing, okay? I need you to take time away from football, because the burnout, if you go hard every single day of the off season and you don't take any weeks off, any days off, and then the season comes, bro, sometime during that season that you might burn out and the football might be boring to you. You'll lose your motivation, you'll lose your energy, because that happened to me. So I don't want you to do that, because football is exciting. And if you're not at your highest energy, you're not going to be your best, okay? So find ways to take time away from football, to be in the present moment of doing that thing rather than thinking of football. And I guarantee you, when you step on that field, you will be more cold-blooded. You will be more grateful that you're on the field, and you will have more energy to execute your assignment, okay? And now that you learn all these mindset shifts, all these shifts to be the best version of you on that field, here are some habits that you can do to be the best player on the field.